there, gang. I'm MyRadar Meteorologist Matthew Cappucci in Texas right now, so you know a storm is coming. Here's a look at Beryl right now. It's organizing over the Gulf, gathering steam. We do still think it will come ashore as a hurricane later tonight to very early on Monday morning. With this storm, we've got a little bit of everything to talk about. We've got a storm surge of 4 to 6 feet at the coastline, which could cause coastal inundation. We've got flooding inland rains all the way north to the Arklatex. Hurricane force winds at the coastline 80 to 100 miles per hour, and tropical storm force winds in Houston, and then even the risk of a couple isolated tropical tornadoes. As I said, I'm in Texas right now. It's so humid the camera lens is actually fogging up. That's that tropical moisture. If you haven't already, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'll be documenting everything as I head towards the coast in search of Beryl, and more importantly, follow MyRadar on all social media platforms too. So diving right in, here's Beryl right now. It's over the Gulf. It has a healthy amount of spin, but not a ton in the way of shower and thunderstorm activity. Part of the reason? Dry air, which we can see in the water vapor satellite, has been working in on the south side of the circulation. That's trying to erode the southern edge, but I do think Beryl will eventually win out. Moreover, if we look under the hood, we can see it's trying to form an inner core. Granted, it's not a super strong inner core yet, but it's getting there. The issue, though, is that inner core is kind of broad, kind of spread out. If we check out radar, for example, from Brownsville, we see that inner core is rather large. Think of the ice skater spinning. If she wants to spin fast, she has to pull in her arms to decrease her radius. Farther out, it spins slower. If it tightens up, it spins faster. Same exact thing here. Similarly, the hurricane hunters just flew through it. They found the radius of maximum winds was rather wide, so the strongest winds are kind of farther from the center.
If you like this video and want to see more like it, click on the like button. It really helps us out a lot. And of course, if you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. It's totally free. And click on that notification bell. That way you always know whenever we drop a new video or whenever we go live.
But what happens next? We think Beryl will start to strengthen later on this afternoon. It's moving over very warm water temperatures, meaning a lot of oceanic heat content, fuel to get this storm even stronger. Moreover, we see some upper level divergence or diffluence, spreading of air aloft. The more air that spreads apart up here, the more that can come in the bottom and energize the system. So putting it all together, I think Beryl will slowly organize this afternoon, then rather quickly intensify later on tonight into very early tomorrow morning, probably strengthening all the way towards the coastline. It should come ashore as a high-end Category 1 or nearly a Category 2 storm, somewhere between, say, Corpus Christi and Sargent. My guess right now is Port Lavaca. I anticipate winds at the coastline to gust up to 90 to 100 miles per hour in the immediate eye wall, so that inner ring of winds near the center. Again, they will only be at the immediate coastline. Winds drop off pretty quickly inland thanks to friction over the land. Moreover, you go far away from the center, you won't see as strong of winds. I think Houston, for example, will see winds 40 to 55 miles per hour during the height of the storm, so nothing too terrible wind-wise there. That said, near and north of the center, that onshore wind will pile water against the coastline. The National Hurricane Center is forecasting a 2 to 6 foot storm surge for pretty much the entire coastline of Texas, and again, most folks won't see it that bad, but a few folks will, and especially areas like, for example, the Matagorda, where folks are just a few feet above sea level, that could cause a big issue. In addition, we have freshwater flooding to contend with too, a widespread 4 to 8 inches worth of rain from, I'd say, Houston, the Texas coastline, all the way north to the Arklatex by the time we get to Tuesday. It's a long duration rain event for some, and a few localized totals could approach a foot when all is said and done, and that rain could be very far inland from the coast. That's why we have this red zone for possible flash flooding scattered about the area into Tuesday. And lastly, the tornado risk. We could see a few isolated tropical tornadoes spin up in the feeder bands, especially east of Beryl Center, where the storm is swirling ashore warmth and moisture, allowing thunderstorms to sprout. Those thunderstorms will grow tall enough to feel changing winds with height. They'll rotate, leading to that tornado risk again in the front right quadrant, so east or to the right of Beryl Center. Moreover, dry air coming into the backside might clash with the moisture to brew slightly taller thunderstorms, which would be better at feeling and changing winds and rotating, causing a greater tornado threat. Now, today's zone does include Houston. It goes through the overnight, so again, have a way to be notified of tornado warnings. Cough, cough, the MyRadar app. Tomorrow's goes all the way north to southern Arkansas and includes western Louisiana as well. Now, of course, it's a lot to track. It's early in hurricane season. We've got you covered nonstop. Like we said, follow MyRadar on all social media platforms. Stay safe, and as always, stay tuned to the MyRadar app.
Follow MyRadar on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Download MyRadar on iOS, Android, Amazon Alexa, Xbox, and Windows.